I am about to make a life-size platypus.
A platypus? Perry the platypus!
The 3D model is based off the Disney Infinity figurine, and also, according to the Phineas and Ferb fan page, Perry is about 2 feet tall, which is a little bit bigger than my printer. I'm excited to start this project, but I'm just waiting for the 3D print filament that I ordered to arrive, and then I can start this project, but stay tuned for updates. I received the filament, but before I could start printing it, I needed the model split into 5 different parts. Once they were split, I sent them over to Kira to slice it, each print being about 2 days long. So yeah, it's gonna be a while till the next update. So it's been a couple days now, and so far we have a leg.
It's a leg!
But what is it?
Yeah, well, it's a leg, you know, like in a statue.
And half of an arm. So that would be 2 out of 5 pieces printed, and currently I'm printing the other leg. So we still got a lot of print time, but so far everything's going pretty well. This is update 4 of making a life-size Perry the Platypus. This entire thing took about 8 days of print time, which is really not that bad since it's 2 feet tall. So far, this is looking really cool, and now I can go ahead and start the sanding process. Also, just wanted to mention that I used PETG filament, which will make this print very easy to sand. Stay tuned for more updates. This is update 5 of making a life-size Perry the Platypus. I started the sanding process today, and instead of gluing each piece together and then sanding it, I started sanding each piece individually, making it way easier to sand every single spot. Today I continued the sanding process on the life-size Perry the Platypus. I started by spraying filler primer on every single piece, and then sanding every single piece with 150 grit sandpaper. Once I did that, I used Bondo to fill in any kind of gaps, and then sanded down the Bondo until it was smooth. So far, Perry is looking great, but he just needs a bit more sanding before I can glue each piece together. So far, this project has been going along pretty well, and the other day I finished up sanding, which means now I can start gluing each piece together. I used a 2-part epoxy as the glue, and then used clamps to hold each piece in place as it dried. Even though I did say I was done sanding, I did need to use Bondo to fill in all the seams, and then sand it down one more time so Perry is perfectly ready for painting. Perry is now ready for painting. I used the color Aqua for his body, using an airbrush to spray on the paint with about 3 to 4 coats. This is update 9 of making a life-size Perry the Platypus. After painting the body, I next started painting the tail, feet, and beak orange. And then I used brown to paint the fedora. To avoid overspray, I used a piece of paper as a shield. It's a simple trick that helps avoid any unwanted paint on other areas. Make sure to stay tuned for the final update. This is the final update of making a life-size Perry the Platypus. There's only a couple smaller details that needed to be painted in order for me to be finished, for example the black strip across the hat, and using a paintbrush to paint the eyes. Alright guys, I completely finished painting last night, and this morning I added a clear coat to protect the paint, which means now Perry is finished. I gotta say, it looks exactly like the figurine. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy these update videos. Without a doubt, this has definitely been the best 3D printing project so far.
What, you're done already? You've only been here for like 15 seconds, and I was talking for like half of that. What kind of a plumber are you? A platypus plumber? Perry the platypus plumber?